when I'm just not showering and everyone thinks my hair looks nice. So that's cool.
Those are the best kind of compliments, the ones where you don't really try.
Yeah, like I did not try to do this. Like,
right, because you know how
I
sometimes
just didn't shower.
Right. Maybe that's the key to life, is just not showering.
Just never shower. And then everyone will think that you look really nice that day because they can't smell you because everything's virtual now anyways.
I don't know why I'm holding my microphone. I'm at my desk where I have my microphone stand, but I wasn't planning on being at my desk.
Well, now you're going to hold it because I'm not waiting for you to put it on the stand, sir.
What if I just nope, that's not going to happen.
Nope, you are holding it. I hold mine every week.
Have you... It's hot in here.
I have the humor of a 7-year-old boy. Sorry, go ahead.
That's why we get along. Have you gotten a COVID test at all?
Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten
multiple.
Probably the most out of any of my friends that I know because I'm a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
I got one today, and I think that was test number 8. And hopefully...
Why did you get one today, though? Were you in contact with someone who had COVID?
No, but I'm just being careful / seeing somebody this weekend.
Okay. Now I get the bigger picture here. I was so curious, and AJ was like, why is he getting a COVID test? Did he come in contact with someone who has COVID? Like, he was like genuinely concerned. And I was like, I don't think so, because I feel like he would have said that if that were the case. I don't know why he's doing it. And of course, it's because you're going to see someone this weekend.
Yes. So I'm being a safe human being.
Okay, yeah, that's
but anyway,
good.
So this test, first of all, I was late today because it took fucking forever. But this one, they stuck so far up my nostrils. And I was like, damn, how high up there? Like, I've gotten so many tests. I know you don't have to go that high. Like, why are you shoving this so far up my nose?
I've only done the ones that are drive-thrus, so you do it yourself.
Oh, that's so nice.
Which is nice and also really fucking weird at the same time because, like, you don't want to stick anything that far up into your own nose. It's weird, you know what I mean? Like, to do it yourself. But it's very easy and it's quick, so that's why I always did those.
It always feels better when someone else does it for you, right?
Yeah, you know. This is starting off so dirty, and that was not the plan.
But I don't want to laugh with you because I'm pissed off at you.
But why? You had said to me that you're mad at me, but you wouldn't tell me why you were mad at me because you wanted to wait until we were recording to tell me why. What did I do to you, Jakeford?
So much. First of all, the text message thread between us was like, you were asking what topics I wanted to talk about. And I listed probably 3 or 4 things. And then the last one was like, and I'm mad at you. And the only text I got back was like, you're mad at me?
Because it's the only one I cared about. Why are you mad at me?
Yeah, I mean, I am honored that that's the only one that you cared about.
Well, because I don't know what the fuck I could have done to you.
Okay, you did it to more than just me.
What?
You shared the series Firefly Lane on Netflix. I've been seeing you post about this. You and Carla Marie are talking about this show. And then I watched the first episode, and then I probably wasted a good 6 hours of my weekend watching this damn show, and it's all your fault. So that's why I'm mad at you.
I literally need you to know that I sat there and I looked at my phone. I looked up in the air quizzingly, what could I have done to him? And if this is what I did to you, then you're welcome. It's a fantastic show. It's so good. And I randomly clicked it. You know how Netflix, when you go into Netflix, they'll promote specific shows that they think you should watch or whatever. So I opened Netflix, and for maybe 5 days, it just kept popping up. So I was like, all right, what the fuck is this all about? So I watched the trailer and I was like, this might be something I'm into. So I started watching it when we had the snow day a little while back, and I got so into it. And my dad came in after shoveling, and he sat down with me and he got into it. So then we watched it together, which was nice. But I hate watching shows with other people because then you have to wait for that other person.
Yeah.
You can't just watch it whenever you feel like watching it. You can't just come home, kick up your feet, and start watching it. You have to wait for the other person to be ready to watch it with you. So it took me so much longer to finish the series than I wanted it to. Carla Marie actually finished it before I did. And she started like a week after me.
That's the perks of being single, is I don't have to wait for anyone to do anything. It's
well,
great.
It wasn't like I was waiting for my boyfriend. I was waiting for my dad.
Oh, well, it's just me and my roommate here. So what? It is so unbelievably hot in my apartment right now.
That's
what is
weird.
The temperature in here? 75. I'm like legit sweating. Like I sat down and I'm like dripping sweat.
That's really strange because it's quite cold outside and there's a lot of wind, which is another reason why I wanted to start this podcast as soon as possible, because I was like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have freaking power for.
How long did you lose power for?
Just like the night, really. We lost it probably around 5:30, 6 p.m. And then we must have gotten it some point in the middle of the night because we woke up and we had power.
Oh, that's nice.
But I thought that it was going to be a lot longer than that because we were supposed to get like an actual legitimate ice storm today. So I was like, that's going to fucking suck. If we have an ice storm and we have no power, then we're definitely not going to get power for God knows how long. Very frustrating situation. But also, like, what are you going to do? Weather is weather.
Well, here was the interesting thing is they were predicting this ice storm and they're like up to 1/10 of an inch of ice, which could have sucked.
Yeah.
But the temperature wasn't going below freezing.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm like, I'm not a meteorologist, but this doesn't sound like it matches up very well.
This doesn't make a lot of sense.
Like no freezing temperatures, but they're predicting freezing rain.
Yeah, really weird. It didn't end up happening, really. I mean, it was kind of icy for a little while, but it really wasn't that bad. I know that across the country, though, it's been pretty wild.
Yeah.
Like everywhere else but here, which is places where it doesn't do this, it's doing this, and it's really fucking weird.
Yeah, I have a coworker in Austin, Texas, and she hasn't had power in like 2 days. I have a coworker in Portland, Oregon, and he hasn't had power in probably the same amount of time. He said they got crazy. 3 inches of ice.
3 inches of ice?
Yes, of ice.
That's like Canadian type shit. Like that's what happens like in Canada, not here. What the fuck?
Seriously, what are you drinking?
Maybe in North Dakota. So you know how I feel like I always use North Dakota for everything. Like anything that's bad, I say North Dakota. But I really don't have any ill will towards North Dakota. So if you're from there, I'm so sorry that I keep throwing your state under the bus.
It's just so easy to.
I'm drinking a very cheap Merlot because I got home today and I celebrated because you know that I'm trying not to drink during the week now.
It's Tuesday.
I'm trying to, be better and not drink during the week. But I came home and I finally have health insurance. So I'm celebrating by drinking wine because it's really good for your health, I've heard.
It's good for your health. Exactly. It's fruit.
And also, even if it's not good for your health, it doesn't matter because now I have health insurance.
That's so nice.
I honestly I came home and I had a pile of crap for me, like mail. And I was like, ugh, great. It's all going to be bullshit. You know what I mean? And I was like, I really don't want to open all this. So finally I opened the one because it said like important on the front. So I was like, fine, I guess I'll open it. Seems like it might be important. So I opened it and it felt like there was a card in it. I was like, if this is another fucking company asking me to open a credit card, I'm not doing it. Like I'm already in debt. I don't need another credit card. So I open it and I was like, ah! And AJ goes, oh my God, what? And I was like, I have my health insurance now. And I like screamed. I was so excited. And then that was almost immediately followed by like tears because I was just so happy. I haven't had health insurance in months. And in a lot of situations, I've needed it like bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting because, now you don't have to worry if something happens.
I'm just so happy because for one, my ankle is still messed up and I want to get it checked.
Oh, right.
But
yeah,
I refused.
Now it's time to go to the doctor.
Well, I refused to go because I was like, I already have thousands of dollars I owe doctors and I can't add to it. So I guess I'm just going to rough this out and see what happens. But now I have health insurance. So now I can go and actually get it checked out. I'm very happy.
And you'll probably still owe money because health insurance sucks.
But I'll owe less than if I didn't have health insurance. So I'm very excited about it. And I'm very happy. And it's really fucked up. Just want to say this. I don't want to get on this topic because we'll talk about it for hours. But it's so fucked up that something that should just be like given to you, like health insurance, is something that I literally started crying about at my counter because I didn't have it for months. And I was so nervous during a pandemic that I would need it at some point and that I wouldn't be able to use anything because I didn't have health insurance.
Luckily, nothing serious happened to you.
I'm very happy that nothing bad happened. But like, it's really fucked that that's a situation that we have to go through.
Now you need to get your ankle looked at. Or you're going to make it worse.
It's legit something that I'm looking into tomorrow morning as to where I can go to book an appointment because my health insurance actually starts in March. So I'm going to start looking tomorrow.
What? It doesn't even start yet?
Not yet. March 1st.
The fuck? So you have to be careful for another 14 days. Oh, wait. What's this month?
It's okay. There's 28 days in this month.
So that means 12 more days. 12 more days. 2 weeks.
Don't put a number on it because then you're going to jinx me and I'm going to get like hurt maybe 2 days before or something bad's going to happen. So don't even do days. Don't do countdowns. No
days.
Nothing. I'm going to be fine tomorrow. I'm calling places to see who takes my new insurance and I am going to go get it checked out March 1st.
You can't leave your house for 12 days.
Wrap me in bubble wrap.
But knowing you, something will happen inside your house.
You're totally right. I would be like the only person that severely injures themselves with like a pillow or something.
Well,
because that's me.
If you did that, I would cover your medical costs.
I appreciate that.
I'll put it on my credit card. If you were to somehow injure yourself with a pillow.
Could you imagine? That would be something though that I would do. I would stay in my house for however many days I need to make sure that I'd be fine. And I would somehow injure myself with something that you can literally not injure yourself with, like a pillow.
I think my nose is still running from the COVID test.
Probably. They stuck something all the way up in there. They mixed everything around.
Oh.
You know when you get a booger? Well, like, you know when you get a booger, right? And it's like one of those hard guys and you can feel it. But then you get rid of that hard guy, but then you kind of get runny because that hard guy was keeping all the boogers up in there.
That doesn't happen to me.
No?
No.
Oh,
I mean, I'll pick my nose any day, time of the day. But I never have like residual drippage.
Really?
That's going to be the name of my new book. Residual drippage.
That could be taken way too many ways. I don't suggest that you use that.
It's so intriguing. There's hair on my microphone. Whose hair is this?
Oh, it's long hair, it looks like. You do not have long hair, sir.
No, I just got it cut. Well, a few days ago.
That's gross because then that means that it's somebody else's hair.
And yeah, that's kind of nasty.
Okay, so tell me what's going on with this whole sitch. You're going to see someone this weekend. Are you dating again in a pandemic?
During a pandemic?
During this panorama? This Pythagorean theorem that we have going on?
Yes, I'm dating.
Okay, is it serious?
My dating life?
Like, yeah. Like, are you seriously dating? Or are you just kind of like, there's nothing going on and this is the middle of Patricia, so like I need to do something with my life.
Who's Patricia?
The pandemic is Patricia.
You named the pandemic? Oh my god, my nose is running.
I think the internet named the pandemic Patricia. I feel like I saw that somewhere. Maybe I'm crazy.
Are you talking to yourself?
Yes.
Wait, are you serious? Have you seen that people call this Patricia?
So I was just saying to myself that maybe I dreamt that, but I could have sworn that I saw it somewhere on the internet that someone called it a Patricia, like named it Patricia. But like I said, I completely could have dreamt that. I normally don't remember my dreams, but lately I've been remembering all of my dreams, and it's very strange for me. I don't particularly like it.
Okay, so I Googled pandemic Patricia. It doesn't seem to be a thing. There's an article about somebody named Patricia who wrote about preventing the next pandemic. Maybe you had a dream about Patricia Gelly.
Did I fucking dream this? I honestly may have dreamt it.
I think you did.
I've truly had the weirdest dreams lately, and it's freaking me out. I never remember my dreams.
That is an odd thing to just start randomly having happen.
Like out of nowhere for the last month, I suddenly remember all of my dreams when I wake up, and they're like vivid.
Well,
It's
now you're
really
not.
strange.
Now you're not.
Oh.
I don't remember what I was just gonna say. I totally lost my train of thought.
Maybe you're gonna say now I'm not working, so I'm sleeping more or something. I don't know.
That was not. But that's true. Are you sleeping though?
No, I don't sleep for shit. I'm the worst sleeper that ever existed.
Oh. Well,
I don't know what's going on with me, but nothing about me here. More about you. I want to know what's going on.
Okay, so anyway, the interesting thing that I've discovered that I was telling you about is that I've had like a few things over the course of the last year, right?
By things you mean items?
No, like
Humans?
relationships, but not like relationships.
Ah, yes, things. Now I
You know?
understand. Just wanted to make sure we were talking about the same things.
Once referred to by somebody I dated called a situationship.
Ah, yes. But things I think works better. Continue.
Yes, a thing. It's a thing, you know? We got a
Yeah, the
going.
thing. The thing over there. yeah. Totally get it.
But anyway, they've all started in like a long distance type situation.
What do you consider long distance though? Because where you live in relationship to like New York City, someone would consider maybe like Queens to Hoboken a long distance relationship because they would never want to leave Queens to go into Hoboken, or Manhattan into Hoboken, same kind of deal. So what do you mean by long distance? Like actual long distance or New Yorker long distance?
No, neither. That's the thing. Well, I guess they've been in New York a long distance for the most part, but the point is that like the way that they've evolved, or that they did evolve, was the way that a long distance relationship would. Because in the very beginning, I was doing like FaceTime dating, and it was like barf all over myself. And then as time started going on, I started seeing people in person, but it would be a lot longer of a period of time before I would actually meet the girl in person.
Right, that makes sense.
So it felt like it was a long distance relationship because we'd just be FaceTiming or texting or doing whatever virtually.
Pause. So you're not actually talking about a legitimate long distance relationship.
No.
So you're going to tell the girl who just got out of a very long distance, like legitimate long distance relationship, that you had a long distance relationship that's not even a real fucking long distance relationship.
Wait, what?
I was in a long distance relationship with AJ for a year.
I'm like, what relationship did you just get out of?
Well, like not out of the relationship, just out of the actual long distance part of the relationship.
Yeah, but these things are not lasting like a year.
Okay, but my point to you is that I went through an actual legitimate real life long distance relationship. You're going through bullshit.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same thing if you think
How
about it.
is it the same thing? Just because you can't see each other every day.
Every day? Who am I dating right now that I'm seeing every day?
I feel like my face is getting hot because I'm getting like...
No, when you're in your long distance relationship, right? You guys started together. You started here. And then you could have sex whenever you want. You could hang out whenever you want. You could do whatever. Then when you become long distance, then it's like, oh, when's the next time we're going to be able to see each other? Blah, 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 whatever. You know, it's like you already have this established relationship. I'm starting things not having meeting people.
Okay, but it's not a long distance relationship. This needs a totally different term.
I'm not saying it's a long distance relationship.
Terminology.
I say it feels like it.
No, there's got to be a word for this. Somebody had to have thought of a word for like pandemic dating where you don't meet each other for a very long time and then you can't see each other for a very long time. I'm going to think about this. I'll get back to you because I feel like there should be a name for this because you can't say long distance.
Okay, I'm just saying it feels like a long distance relationship because we don't actually meet for a long time.
Okay. I get what you're saying. You're
And
wrong,
then-
but I get what you're saying.
I'm not wrong. I'm not saying it's a long distance relationship.
Okay. Back to your frustrating relationship issues. So
I don't have any issues right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Love to hear that.
Thanks.
So what you're saying though, have you met this person before yet? Like in real life?
The person that I'm seeing this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, once.
Oh, okay. So you guys only got to see each other once. How long ago was that?
Yo, I'm giving away way too much information here. I don't know who's listening to this.
Okay. Long enough that you clearly miss this other person and want to see them again. So we could say that. Okay, so how does it feel, though, to date someone that you don't really get to see in person very often?
It's weird. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like long distance. Get it?
So are you... It's more like long timing than distance. It's like long timing.
Oh, long timing. I like that.
Because it's like you go for a very long time not seeing them. But you guys aren't far away, you know?
Well, in a normal situation, I would match with somebody on Hinge, and then we would talk on the app for maybe 24 hours, and then I would get their number, and then we would plan a date, and then we'd go out like the next week, and then it was either great and we go out again, or it was shit and I never see them again. Right? It was like a very short period of time.
Right.
But now I was on Hinge and for a while, and then my friends put me on Bumble, and I was like, I'm just going to delete it, and then I didn't.
Shocker.
But I found myself like, what the fuck am I doing on these apps? Because some people aren't cool with seeing you in person, and then it's like, oh, we can just wait a little bit, and then I'm like, well, fuck, then it's gonna...
What's the point of being on the app if you don't want to see anybody? Oh, because everybody does Zoom dates then.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
okay.
I'm so fucking tired of Zoom happy hours and Zoom part. We've talked about this. It's like, I don't want a Zoom date.
Yeah.
So I ended up deleting the apps recently because, well, for a few reasons, but one of the reasons being, it's just to feel like I was wasting my time.
Right. You weren't getting anywhere with it.
Right. It's like you match with somebody and then you get their number and then you text and then it's like, okay, well, I'll see you in like fucking 6 years.
Right.
So I'm going to try and keep up this conversation for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And then it dies out.
Kind of strange too.
Long timing. It's the ultimate killer of any relationship.
Okay. So now you get to see this person this weekend. That's a positive though.
I'm
because
making
at
notes
least like you
of all of our genius ideas. Patricia. Long timing, residual drippage. This is a fucking weird episode. This is really weird. This is what happens when we miss a week.
Yeah, that was weird not having a week of this. We've gotten so used to doing it every single week and never missing a week. So it's kind of strange that we had to, but we didn't really miss it because we did do an Instagram live. So that kind of like substituted it. But it does suck. It's weird. It's like we're at a whack. Like, who are we? What's going on?
Oh, I feel like we're just whack in general.
That's also a very solid point. You're not wrong there.
Long timing.
All right. So I'm not going to ask you any more questions about your relationship because I can tell that you are closing off at this point because it's getting to the point where I start asking questions that you don't want to answer. So
this is what happens when we don't discuss this ahead of time. We just kind of figure it out.
But it would happen this way anyways because even if we did discuss it earlier, I'd be like, but I need to know this one answer. And then I would still ask you even if you didn't want to answer it. But
see, I just can't. You can't give away everything because if these people are smart, then they listen to this podcast.
I mean,
so there's got to be some mystery.
Of course. But also no mystery because I don't like mystery and I like to know everything that's happening. So
you can call me after this and I can tell you everything.
I might just have to do that.
Great.
I have good news for you.
Oh?
I have caved. You know how you caved and now you love Instant Pots?
Oh, I thought you said you have cake and I got really excited.
Well, even if I had cake, you couldn't have any. We're in very different areas.
It's true. Long timing.
We're currently long timing. So, like, you wouldn't be able to have any of the cake that I would have.
Okay, I caved for the Instant Pot, yes.
So, you caved for the Instant Pot. I caved. And now I very much enjoy your favorite app.
You're on Grindr? Oh.
I am totally going to give that one to you. That was fucking good, Jake.
Thanks.
Every so often you have a good one like that, and that was fucking good. Wow.
TikTok,
Kudos.
though, I'm so happy that you finally... Okay, I've got to say, it took you way longer than the average human.
Yeah, because I fought it for a really long time, and then I fought it for so long that I was like, I don't need it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you
I'll
still
live
don't need it,
without
but
it.
it's great.
And then the issue is that I gave it a chance, and I never should have given it a chance. I should have continuously just kept saying that I didn't want to do anything with it and that I hated it, but I gave it a chance. And now we're in love.
That's how I feel about so many things in life. You just like touched me on a spiritual level.
Yeah. So now I'm obsessed and I keep
So-
watching it. And when I wake up at 4 a.m., I watch TikTok. And before I go to bed, I watch TikTok.
Okay.
And I'm watching way too much TikTok. And I really don't feel good about it.
Here's the 2 times you should never watch. You should never open the app. The 2 times that you just said. Before you're going to
Great.
bed.
I'm off to a
and
fantastic start.
if you wake up in the middle of the night. Because you get on the app and you're like, okay, it's like 11:50. I'm going to go to bed at midnight. And then the next thing you look, it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because the stupid algorithm makes it so that you just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll.
really fucked up.
And then here's another thing you're interested in. Oh, you stop finding things you're interested in? Let's scroll over to the following section. Oh, look, scroll.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. They've
It's all
literally
really
learned
fucked
how to manipulate your brain.
So I follow a lot of really weird accounts on TikTok.
Yes.
And I'm kind of upset that you could see who I follow because you could definitely see that I follow some really strange accounts. Like I follow this one account where this person just makes meals from like a playset. Like remember when you were little and you had a fake
What?
kitchen type deal? So
Are you telling me they make fake meals?
Yes. With a playset. And I can't stop watching them. To the point where I was watching them at 4 a.m. and I got so hungry watching them. And it's plastic food, Jake. It's plastic. It's not real.
Ricki, I don't know what kind of drugs you're taking, but I would like some of them.
It's so fucked up. I follow a fucking, what is it? It's ASMR Playroom. And all
Okay,
they
I
do
gotta
is
look this
just
up.
make teeny tiny dishes out of fake food, plastic food. Oh my
ASMR
gosh.
Playroom.
And then I follow this other account where they have
have
like these little
500,000 followers.
yes, Jake,
making
I'm
fake
telling
food.
you. I don't know what's so appealing about it and what's so just like mesmerizing, I meant.
Oh.
But it's mesmerizing.
That's why, because it's all these weird sounds.
Whatever it is. I also found this other account the other day where it's this person who owns, I don't even know how to pronounce this correctly, but they're amphibians. They're called like axolotls. Axolotls?
What does that mean?
They're like these little amphibians that look like they smile. Like they're little smiley guys. If you were watching the video right now, you could see what they look like. And she draws little hats on their tank while they sit next to it. And I don't know why I love it so much, but it's just so endearing.
Is that a real animal?
It's an animal. It's an amphibian. And they're just like super smiley little cute guys.
You told me you follow weird accounts, but you really follow weird accounts.
Oh, yeah, it gets even weirder.
Do you follow anything that adds value to your life?
Absolutely not. Why would I do that?
I can't believe you got so addicted off of these fucking weird accounts.
Oh my God, this is my favorite account right now. Angry Reactions.
Oh my God.
And it's this guy who just makes these positive videos, but with a
Wait.
very angry face, and he like yells.
I think I follow him.
He's amazing. I love him.
I don't think his name used to be Angry Reactions, though. Is he
Well,
a large man?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love him.
And he just like yells into the camera, but he's like, "You're beautiful." And he's like
Yeah.
angry. He's like, "Don't let anyone tell you you're not beautiful." And I'm like, I love you. I love you so much.
Okay, so my favorite brand to follow is Manscaped. Do you know that company?
When you shave your
Shave your
balls?
your pubes, yeah. So they make manscaping products. They make like ball deodorant, and they make like a ball trimmer.
balls.
And their account is just fucking
funny
hilarious. Seriously though, it's so funny, and some of them are so cringy that you're like, oh, I don't know how they made this, but it's amazing.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you definitely need to check them out.
There was another one that I was going to tell you that's really weird, and I can't figure out who it was. Oh, this guy, Skinny Bowser. He literally
That just sounds fun.
he literally makes like Hot Wheel tracks. Do you remember Hot Wheel tracks?
Yes, of course.
Throughout his entire house and shit, and they're like
Okay,
these crazy
that's
Hot Wheel
epic.
tracks, and they just shoot them into walls, and he makes like holes in his walls with these freaking Hot Wheels.
What?
Yeah, also mesmerizing. You can't stop watching it because you're just watching this thing flying through all these freaking contraptions. It's fantastic.
My TikTok, there's like 4 very clear categories of things that I follow.
Okay, what are they?
Real estate.
Okay.
Photographer, videographer type people.
That makes sense. That's what you do
Attractive
for a living.
females.
Yes, that's what you like.
And like travel hack accounts.
What you wish you could do. This all makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
This all makes sense.
And I learned so much. Oh, and then there's just a bunch of random stuff, but I don't think I follow anything that's as random. Oh, I follow a lot of renovation accounts. Like home renovations type stuff where people are like, I'm going to renovate my whole house.
You want to buy a house and do that. So all of yours totally and entirely makes sense.
Yeah,
Mine
yours just don't.
Make not one single, like, just don't even understand why I follow these accounts. But I
Yours
find
are
them
more
and
just
I can't
like
stop.
Yours are more just like mindless entertainment.
Well, that's what I just assumed this app was supposed to be, was mindless entertainment. So I just dove headfirst into it and it just sucked me in. And that's all I do is watch mindless entertainment now.
I just don't know how you haven't gotten to like the section of things that you care about.
Apparently, what I do care about is really stupid shit, Jake.
What about radio people? Do you follow any radio people?
Absolutely not. I follow not one single person. Not one single person on the radio do I follow.
Oh, you are such an odd human. I love it.
Nothing
Who
surprising
else has a really
there.
good account? David Dobrik's always got good. What's it called? TikToks. TikToks.
He's a content creator, so that makes sense that he would be
Did
good
you
at
see
the ticker talkers.
The ticker talkers? Did you see that he just bought a new house and he had a water fountain that dispenses
Fruit punch or something like that. Yeah.
Like,
of course I saw that.
How much fucking money does this guy have?
Well, I instantly thought, like, you ripped off that idea from Mr. Deeds.
Oh, such
The
a
Adam
good
Sandler movie.
Well, it was made by another account that I love, Unnecessary Inventions.
Love that.
Yeah, you should follow it. It's hilarious. It's the stupidest things that you're like, wow, that's kind of
And
awesome,
it's on TikTok?
but super unnecessary. Yeah.
I think that's the whole point.
Yes.
kind of awesome, but really unnecessary.
I know, but like sometimes an unnecessary invention doesn't have to be awesome, but these are awesome.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's definitely
there's
unnecessary inventions that are just kind of like me.
I think a lot of the real estate guys that I follow are super douchey and really just piss me off. It's like, I have $17 million and here's how I got it.
Are they like condescending too about it? Like almost
like, fuck off. Like some of them are trying to get you to invest it with their company and then others are just complete douches.
So they're scam artists. Fantastic.
Yep.
Let me tell you what I'm not interested in. Scam artists. I will not follow those accounts.
I wish you had an example for me of like what kind of account you're talking about.
Scam artists. That guy sounds like a scam artist.
Oh, okay. Here's a cool one. Trade Me Project. Have you heard of this?
No, what is it?
So this woman is trading a bobby pin until she gets a house. So she
Wait,
started with
what?
a bobby pin. She started with a bobby pin, and then she traded it for something else, and then she traded that for something else, and then she traded that for something else, and she's on her 28th trade right now.
What is she
What was her
at? What did
latest
she
one?
get?
I haven't seen the latest one. The last one that I found, she got a like a tiny home. So she technically got a house, but she's still going.
She got a
gets, like,
tiny
house.
home?
Yeah, from a fucking bobby pin.
From a bobby pin?
She's
How?
had cars.
How,
she's
Jake?
had laptops.
How?
She's had a Peloton. It's just crazy to see the things that she's done.
That has to be fake.
And she has 4.7 million followers. I don't think it's fake.
That has to be fake. There's no way in fucking hell that I could go and trade a bobby pin until I get a tiny home. Because
Yes,
if
you
that
can.
were real, then I would have fucking done it already.
So, fun fact, I tried to do this with a cell phone. No, wait, what did I start with? I think it was a phone. I was like buying phones off Craigslist, and I was trying to trade them and keep upping the value. But it's so much work that I just gave up. This was in high school, so I didn't have the time to, or the smartness, I guess, to make it happen.
I feel like in
But I
high school
tried.
is when you would have the time to do something like
Yeah,
this.
I know. That's what I was going to say. I had the time. I just didn't have the smarts yet.
Like if you did this now as a grown man and kept trying to up them until you got like a really nice phone, I'd be like, Jake, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, seriously.
Buy the fucking phone like an adult.
But I think she's going to get a house. I don't know how, but it's going to happen.
That is insane. I just don't feel like that could be real because like I said, if it were, then I would have tried it already. Maybe I do try it. Maybe that's how I own a house. Because the way it's looking right now is like I ain't ever gonna own a house. So
well,
better go find me a bobby pin.
Who knew a bobby pin could turn into a house?
Pretty sure I have about 100 bobby pins. So
that's 100 houses, Ricki.
Let's get going, Jake.
Who else? I don't know. I follow. Oh, there's a grandma that I follow.
What does she do?
They need to change their handle. It's at Stewie, Stewie, Z as in zebra 71. And it's this guy and his grandma, and she's just like the nicest human being I've ever seen in my entire life, and just makes you smile every time you see her.
Oh,
I would highly
that's
recommend.
Cute.
I'm just gonna like log into your TikTok and start following accounts for you, so you can start getting some value from this app.
I'm getting zero value except for just wild ideas. Maybe that's why I'm having fucked up dreams at night that I'm remembering. Because I'm watching weird shit on TikTok before bed.
All this ASMR stuff. What's
I may
Wolf
have
Palace?
figured it out.
The hell is this? Oh, I follow a bunch of like small businesses because I see them trying to do things, and then I
like that. That's good.
Support them. Oh,
That's
and
very
then this guy that we did something with for work with yesterday, or I don't know when it was. Anyway, he has this food account, and normally I hate food Instagrammers. Well, this is not Instagram, but I hate food influencers usually because it's all the same shit. But this guy is fucking hilarious, and the stuff looks unbelievable. His name on TikTok is @FlakySalt.
Flaky salt.
Yes, he's very funny.
Okay. Little food, little humor. I'm into it.
A little learning.
That's how AJ got me. A little food and a little humor. And a lot of wine.
Where was your first date with AJ?
Our first date was this place in Denville. The Half on Main.
The Half?
Yeah, the Half on Main.
They just sell like half sandwiches or something?
No, I don't know why it's called that.
I'm going to open a restaurant and just sell half of everything.
You should.
Half a pint of beer.
You should. I think that would actually be really funny, and I'm kind of upset that you just said it out loud because I would have totally went in on this venture with you with all of the no money I have. But I have 100 bobby pins. I could trade you.
Until we get a bar.
Maybe there we go.
Am I sweating? Yes. I have no desire to run a restaurant. Like the people who are in the food world, annoying. I'm like, good for you because that's a crazy world.
I tell just about everybody I know not to ever go into the restaurant business because it's just so up in the air, and like the idea of you actually making that much money off of it is like slim to none. The amount of places that actually do well, so small, the percentage. It's just a bad investment.
Did I ever tell you about the diner that I found on Zillow that I wanted to buy?
Also, by the way, it was called the Second Half on Main, so I fucked up the place. But I just had to look it up because I felt like I was saying it wrong. Anyways, What were you saying?
Did I ever send you this diner that I found on Zillow?
No.
So I would never buy a diner because I have no interest in buying a restaurant. But it was in the Catskills in New York, which is like north of New York City if you don't know this area. And it was a really nice, old-looking diner that looked straight out of a movie set, and it had a nice apartment on top of it, $240,000 for the whole building. And I was like, damn, this place has potential.
And then you just never did anything with it?
I'm not going to buy a diner.
This is how we do our half of everything idea.
Well, we didn't have this idea when I found the diner.
Solid point. Did you also realize that I took your idea and I made it ours?
I mean, all investors are welcome, so I'll take all your bobby pins.
I have about 100. That's 100 houses, Jake.
The half idea is so good. Like, we could make half the restaurant look different than the other half. It'd be Instagram heaven.
Yeah.
Like, split down the middle type thing, you know?
Yes.
Like, no wall. It's just like half of the restaurant looks different. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, and you
I
get
keep
half of
explaining,
everything.
and you keep saying you know what I'm talking about.
Which is actually genius to make half of everything, because how many times do you look at the menu and you say, oh, I really want this, but I also really want that. And you get half of both.
That's fucking genius.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Holy
Write it
shit.
down next to, what was that nose thing that we said? Residual.
Residual drippage.
Right next to that one. It's just as smart of an idea.
Oh my God. If somebody steals our idea, you better give us a percentage.
That would actually be best if you steal the idea and then we just make a percentage off of it and we just do nothing.
I'm cool with that.
I like that way more.
We'll sponsor you. I mean, you'll sponsor us.
Yes, I was going to say other way around, but
And you'll give us your money, and then we'll talk about you, and then we'll get a
and then we also
percentage
get a
of the
cut.
profits.
Yeah. All
I like
fantastic.
This. So if you're interested, find us on all social media at 20SDN Podcast. We're going to hold an investor meeting Tuesday, February something.
Awesome. I think there's only one
At 9
Tuesday
p.m.
left in February, and I think it's
Perfect.
next
It's that
Tuesday.
one. That's the one. Next Tuesday. I don't know when you're listening, but it's the next Tuesday.
All right, Jake, are you ready?
Wait. That actually might be our smartest idea we've ever had on this podcast.
It's genius.
Because your point makes it even better. Like, how many times you go somewhere and you're like, fuck, I really want this, but I also want this. Like, I really want chicken and like waffles and ice cream. Me, every time in a diner, I'm like, I really want waffles and ice cream, but also I really want a pastrami sandwich. Or
Yeah.
I really want breakfast. Now you can have both.
Yep.
That's
what
it.
I'm here for.
We can quit and go do this.
All right, that's it. We quit. We're not even doing Hot Mess Express. We're quitting right
Fuck
now. Fuck this place. We're done. Okay,
right,
but
well, let's
really
get
though, you
some-
ready?
Yes, this is my favorite time of the week when it makes me feel better about my life. Hearing people's Hot Mess Express stories. Who's going to be our conductor? Or will this person be our conductor this week?
I think this person will be the conductor.
If you don't know what Hot Mess Express is, if this is your first episode listening, which if it is, welcome and thanks for joining us, we ask you to submit your craziest hot mess stories of why you should be the conductor of our Hot Mess Express. And if you have a crazy story and we read it and we decide that you're the conductor, then you're the conductor.
Yes, exactly. I almost just sneezed through that
That's all
whole
that.
thing. And it hurt my, you know when it hurts like your eyes?
I wasn't really sure what was going on there.
I really had to sneeze, and I hate sneezing, so I was holding it back. I also didn't want to interrupt your beautiful description of Hot Mess Express. It was very elegant and right on point.
I'm all for elegance.
I can
Dude,
tell.
that's the name of our half elegance. Half elegant.
I hate
Okay,
you
continue.
so much. Okay. We will call said person Rebecca.
Why can't we just use their real names? Nobody's
Because
gonna know
I
who they
never
are.
know if they really want their real names or not. I don't know. Some of them are very common names, so I can use them. Some of them are not. I don't know what you want from me.
Okay, maybe it's best that we don't.
Okay, so Rebecca, like I said,
Rebecca.
said, I have a Hot Mess Express story for you. So I'm from Florida. I came to New York to visit my best friend for New Year's.
Wait.
Because
We read this story already.
did we?
Yes.
Oh my God, fuck. Did I read the wrong story? Hold on. Looks like I lost the hot mess that I wanted to talk about.
Well, you are a hot mess.
And I am a hot mess because I already read the one that we already did.
Did you notice that there's something new on my wall?
What's new?
That thing.
What is it?
If you're wondering what I'm pointing at, you can watch us on YouTube. Search 20-somethings doing nothing. It's a carbon monoxide detector.
Have you never had one in your apartment until this moment?
I've lived here for 5 years, and they
Stop
just
it.
gave us one.
No.
Yeah, we have so many other problems that it never even crossed my mind.
That
Isn't
is
that
so
bad?
fucked.
Yeah, I lived through it. I lived to tell the tale. But now we have 3.
Okay.
And they put a smoke detector in my bedroom, which not really sure why there wasn't one in there either.
The fuck? Jake, where have you been living?
In hell. Just kidding, I love this place.
I may have read a story that we already said, but you live in a death trap.
Yeah, I always say one day this building is going to burn down. I'm just hopefully nobody's in it when it happens.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that maybe we share hot mess conductor this week because that's pretty fucked. Or actually, you know what? I'll share it with your landlord because your landlord's the fucked up one.
Okay, that's cool. You can share it with my landlord.
Because I can't believe that you didn't have a smoke detector in your room and that you just now got a Carmen. Like I gotta go. I gotta go.
I have to go make sure
time.
that it's not beeping and I'm alive.
It's time to go.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on everything. Don't forget you can text us too. I get lonely sometimes and I like to read people's text messages. 201-588-5139 at 20SDN podcast on everything. And if you share us with your friends, then I will give you a virtual kiss on the cheek.
Oh, that's very sweet. Also, send us your Hot Mess Express stories because apparently I thought I had more and I don't have any anymore.
We know that you listening are a fucking hot mess because everyone is right now. So tell us your stories. Share them with us.
Okay, you're getting creepy.
Do you know what I've been seeing people doing lately? Last thing, and then we can go.
What, Jake? What?
So, Carla Marie and Anthony used to do Dirty Little Secret, you know?
Yes.
So I've been seeing people on Instagram doing something similar where it's like, tell me a secret. And then they post it anonymously. And it's amazing to read because you have no idea who it is, but the secrets are always real juicy.
Oh, yeah. They've had some really crazy ones on their radio show when they were on in Seattle. Some really crazy ones. We should do it.
And we should call it the Dirty Big Secret. And it's our thing.
Yeah, sure.
It's not. It's a totally original idea.
Let's not.
We'll call it the Slightly Dirty Secret.
This is when I stop the recording and I completely cut you off. We are not doing that.
But we need to because it's our original idea.
We're not doing that.
Nobody else has thought of it.
We're not doing that. Catch you next week. We're not doing that. Bye-bye.